What's up, friends? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If y'all don't already know, I'm Kat. I'm an Apex Legends Twitch streamer and content creator, and I'm here to show you guys my new updated dual PC and stream setup. So a few weeks ago, I posted this picture on Twitter, and it kind of blew up, at least for my size, and a lot of you guys really wanted to know what was in my setup, so I figured I would go ahead and come back to YouTube with an updated video, because I've been lacking. I know I've been slacking off a little bit. I'll be back at it. So if you're curious as to what anything is in this video, I'll make sure to link everything in the setup down below in the description. I promise. I'm pretty good at it. So if you're interested in anything in this setup, it'll be down below. Okay, let's get started. First up, we have the most important part of this setup, of course, the PCs. This is the good old stream PC. Now this thing I've had for a very, very long time. This was my first PC. I used to single stream off of this PC. So one day I really wanted to upgrade my GPU, and at the time, GPUs were mad expensive, and it was a lot cheaper to get a pre-built PC. So what I did was buy a whole entire new PC. And I know what you're probably thinking, a whole PC is like a shit ton more money than just a GPU. But at the time, a new GPU was probably around 800 to 1,000 for a good GPU. And it just seemed to be a lot cheaper to buy a whole pre-built with the good GPU in it than to just buy it straight out and would have to upgrade other parts as well. So I decided to make my old PC my stream PC and my new PC my gaming PC. And that is how I came into having two. And oh boy, do I love it so much. I recommend every streamer, if you are very into streaming, or you know you're going to be doing it for a long time, or you really just have the money to have the best setup that you possibly can, definitely invest into another computer. No more terrible stream problems because your PC is just absolutely shitting a brick. Now, of course, there are single PCs out there that can absolutely handle the load, but at the time, my single PC only had a 1070 Ti, and oh boy, was it struggling to run Apex and a good stream, and I was actually recording VOD at the same time. So you know what, that probably wasn't the greatest, but I want that good old video quality, you know what I'm saying? So recently, I upgraded my stream PC, and it has a 3060 in it now. It also has an i7 8700K and 32 gigs of RAM, as well as at least 9 terabytes of storage in it just to save my VODs, because I do like to record and stream at the same time, so I can have the absolute highest quality of videos that I possibly can. And in my gaming PC, I have a 3070 as well as an i7 10700K and 16 gigs of RAM, but I do need to upgrade a little bit more RAM because I do all of my editing on my gaming PC. So something that I did do a little bit differently than last time you guys saw this setup is put my power strips under my desk like this. Now let's get to the actual setup, the thing that matters the most as a streamer looking at all of these screens. So this is how it looks right on launch, and then this is what it looks like when I go live. So obviously my game is on the main monitor. We have Discord for whenever we play with friends. We have Spotify. We have Twitch chat over here, as well as the activity feed, and then ads because I'd rather control them than Twitch control them. And we also usually go live on TikTok at the same time. And then here is OBS, where I just make sure I watch over everything at once. This is TikTok's preview, and then this is Twitch's preview. Here we also have my stream deck. These all are scene changing buttons. I use this to marker a place in my VOD so I can go back later and make sure I clip it in my recording. It's not needed, but it's very nice to have if you are planning on streaming. Next up, we have my Ducky 1-2 mini keyboard. It has cherry brown switches in it. I think this thing is perfect. I really don't think I'll be changing my keyboard anytime soon. I just wish that the rest of my desk kind of matched it, because everything else is black or dark brown and it is white. I use the G Pro wireless still. I did, however, switch to the Superlight for a few months, and then it broke. I guess that's what happens when it's made of cheap things to make it super light, right? Before you guys ask, I have this cheap mouse and this cheap old keyboard off of Amazon to control my stream PC. Next up, I use these Starfield Moondrop IEMs. So I swapped from over-the-ear headphones to IEMs, and let me tell you, it's a godsend, but I much so prefer the IEMs now because I can do my hair however I want to, and my headset won't be like tilted forward or whatever because it just doesn't fit. Also, my scalp used to hurt after playing for so long with the headset on. It was just not enjoyable. That shit hurt so bad. So I definitely highly recommend some IEMs. So many of my friends have gotten the ones that I have. They are very nice, very good, I recommend. And they are affordable, which is perfect. So my IEMs are plugged into this beautiful Go XLR. I love this thing so much. I recommend if you're gonna get any XLR, get the Go XLR Mini. Personally, if you're looking for a mixer and you want to go with the Go XLR route, I highly recommend going with the Go XLR Mini instead of the full-size version, unless you really want little like buttons to do sound effects and stuff or change your voice. You can do that with other programs, by the way. I recommend saving a few $100s and just getting the mini one. It works just as fine. Also helps me manage the audio for 2 PCs extremely well. Highly recommend. And also to go with this mixer, of course, we have the Shure SMB. This thing has so much cat fur, y'all just have to mind your business. I highly recommend, if you have the Go XLR, to get this mic. I also have it on a Blue Compass. This is the only thing that I've ever tried that actually holds a heavy-ass microphone, so it is worth the price. We also have a little Maneki Neko for some good luck. Also, let's not forget about the beautiful camera. This thing is a chunker. This is the Sony A5100, and it has a Cleanal Sigma lens on it. For my chair, I have the Secret Labs Omega chair. As you can see, there is so much damage to my chair from my kitten Moo. At this point, it's whatever. Eventually, I plan on investing in a Herman Miller. Let me also touch up on the monitors real quick. For starters, all of these, except for this one, used to be my primary monitor at some point. I didn't get 4 monitors just for the intent of having a shit ton of monitors. They are all old monitors, and I figure I may as well use them if I have them. This one, I just recently got this Black Friday. This is an Alienware monitor. This one is a 240Hz monitor. Honestly, when I say a 240Hz monitor is worth it, I only play FPS games. Personally, in game, and I do get the max frames, it's not as noticeable as going from 60 frames per second to 144. If you don't need it, don't get it. I don't know, just don't waste your money on it. If you really want it, go for it. Personally though, I don't think it's too much of a jump from 144 to 240. If I had to go back to 144, I'd be perfectly fine. But I sure as hell I'm not going back to 60 frames per second. That's a fact. This used to be my main monitor when I was on console. This is a 60 frames per second BenQ monitor. It's a 24-inch. It's great for console, not for PC. So it stays as a vertical monitor now. This one over here is an Acer monitor. It is my old 144Hz monitor. It is a great pick if you want it for your primary. It's a Christmas present from my dad. It kind of looks like a TV screen, but you know, it works fine up here. Listen, I don't expect parents to know anything about like tech or specs or anything. I still appreciate and love it. It worked great as a second monitor. Now it works great for a 4th monitor, so I'm not complaining, but this thing is massive, which is why it is mounted on my wall and not sitting on my desk. Also, to light my face in this entire setup, we have these good old Elgato key lights. These are premium. Also, as a little Easter egg, I have these 2 guys on top of my top monitor. Now, you guys have probably already noticed, but I do have a good old cat tree right here, which has the good old cat cam, which is my old C920. That was my webcam before. Shows on this little girl and Smurf, which is not here at the moment, but you guys can give them treats on stream with some channel points. It is very fun, and you guys spoil the absolute shit out of them. And you also, occasionally in the background, can see good old Cinnamon over here. Last but not least, at least I think, good old Nano Leafs. Can't go wrong. They are so expensive though. You can find so many more better alternatives on Amazon now, but I still love them. Alright you guys, I think this might be it for the setup tour. Let me know how you liked it. Let me know if also there's anything that you would change personally in your setup. I also want to go ahead and put a disclaimer to say that you don't need all of this to start streaming. You can start with whatever. When I first started streaming, I had my good old C920 webcam, 2 monitors, 1 PC, just the cheapest of the cheap peripherals for my stream. I didn't even have a light. I think I eventually caved in and bought like a $30 ring light off of Amazon. You do not need all of this to start streaming. I've only acquired all of this over the years from a bunch of upgrades, but I still use the old stuff. Make sure you do that and you will have a setup like this. Don't let your old stuff just sit in a closet. But I knew personally that I really love streaming and content creation and all that type of stuff, so I really wanted to invest in my setup. Again, you do not need all of this stuff to start. If you really want to start with what you have, and don't bully yourself for not having a bunch of shit, because honestly, it's a whole mess to keep up with everything. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, it would mean the world to me if you guys would leave a like, subscribe even for some more content. I do want to do some more IRL type stuff like this, but I will definitely be posting gaming content, of course. Make sure you guys follow me on my socials. They will all be linked down below, as well as all of the links to these products. Also, I do stream quite a few times a week on Twitch, so make sure you guys follow me over there at twitch.tv/kilocat with an underscore. All the links to everything down below. Anyways, I appreciate you guys all for being here. Thank you so much for all of the support that you guys show. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to y'all later. Okay, bye!